Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments here for April 30th. Let's jump right into our charts and see what happened in the market today. First up, we got our June live cattle on the board. We did see a fairly quiet day here in this live cattle market. Prices bouncing out inside of that prior day's range here as we see this market consolidating up here near these all-time highs. We did lose a little bit of ground, finishing the day at 254, but just kind of balancing out the last couple days here as this market has taken a breather after that nice strong start to this week. Monday, Tuesday's action, seeing a nice strong rally here, picking up about 10, 11 bucks along the way to that new all-time high. So we did see this market is kind of balancing out here in a nice little range over the last couple days, just showing that this market is being accepting of these higher prices. Bulls just kind of taking a breather here after a nice strong push higher early in this week. We do have some equal lows to keep an eye on here as we head into tomorrow's session. 253.70 here is going to be the line to watch. If we get some early breakdowns below this, we could see a pullback down here into the low 250s, test this current week's value area, pick up some buyers here at these lower prices, but we should see this market continue to turn higher. The uptrend still remains intact, and we do expect to see any sort of dips be bought up and keep this market rallying back towards those all-time highs. But if we don't even get to any sort of breakdowns below these prior day lows here, we should see these bulls try and take this market higher into the weekend. As we go into Friday's session, the bulls want to close this thing out on a high note, really finish this week on a convincing note and keep driving this market up into those all-time highs. So look for the bulls to keep on pushing this market higher. Even if we do get a little bit of an undercut of these prior day lows here, we should expect to find some support down here inside the current week's range. So the bulls are in good shape here, and we should see this market continue to drift higher and start heading up there towards 260 and keep this market moving into some all-time highs. Look for the bulls to try and take this market higher and finish this week out on a high note. Next up, we got our August feeders on the board. This market was a little bit stronger here today, but still seeing some pretty similar action. Prices just balancing out inside of that prior day's range. We did see the feeder market finish a little bit positive on the day, but still just kind of consolidating here, showing good acceptance at these higher prices. We haven't quite got back to that all-time high quite yet, but this market is seeing some nice strength here so far this week. Like that live cattle market, we had a nice strong run up here, opening up the week right around 361, 362, picking up some good gains here along the way. Taking a little bit of breather here at the moment, but we should see these bulls try and strike back tomorrow and finish this week out on a high note. Look for them to get some early bids rolling above today's high. That should take us right back up here towards 378 and start driving up here towards that $4 mark and keep sniffing out some new all-time highs. So look for both live and feeder markets to take this thing higher into tomorrow's session. Bulls are going to try and finish this thing on a high note and keep this uptrend rocking and rolling. This cattle market looks strong. We should see more all-time highs to come here tomorrow and into next week as well. Next up, we got our July corn futures on the board. This market did get a little bit extended here, pushing up there towards 480, falling short of that 485 mark, but just kind of seeing some back and forth action here today. We did engulf that prior day's action, so if we do get some more offers down here below 474, that could keep this sell-off coming, push us back down here towards these averages to see if we can try and pick up some support. But this corn market continues to be pretty choppy. Wouldn't be surprised to see this thing kind of balancing out up here in the 470, 480 area and just continue to chop up. Still not a whole lot of major directional clues for this market. As long as we are above 470, the bulls have a chance to keep pushing this market higher, but this corn market has been pretty comfortable in this area, and we don't expect to see any major changes anytime soon. So look for more choppy action here as we go into the end of the week for this July corn contract. Next up, crude oil prices did see a little bit of downside here today as well. Yesterday we discussed this big overhead supply zone between 110 and 117, and we did see this market react to that here today. Prices driving up there during the overnight session into that 110, 111 area before seeing a decent little sell-off here during the day session. Prices then did consolidate here between about 104 and 106, just kind of hanging steady here. So as long as we are trading above $100 here, the bulls have a chance to try and make a run up here and chew through some of this overhead supply, but we are seeing good pushback already today. We'll have to wait and see how tomorrow's action unfolds, but if we do get some continued offers below today's low at 103.30, look for this thing to start settling back down here and back into our major averages. Next up, our equity index is seeing some good upside today, led off by the Dow here. After yesterday's breakdown in the Dow index, we did see a nice bounce off that 20-day average. This index picking up almost 2% on the day, increasing volume here, riding right back there towards these prior swing highs. So far, so good. The Nasdaq also rallying up into some new all-time highs here as well as the S&P did. Nice little consolidation here in the last 7 to 8 trading days, and the S&P making a nice strong pushback here on increasing volume back above 72. Should be a pretty smooth sailing to the upside here for this S&P index as well as our others. This market continues to show very relentless strength. Got a lot of good legs in it, and we should see more upside here continue into the weekend and next week as well. That's all we got for this week. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We will catch you over the weekend for our Week 18 Market Watch. Thank you, and everyone have a good weekend.